Live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. motherfucker. Don't you never. I'm on me, motherfucker. So don't you never double cross me.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, everybody, we're up. We're up and loud and better than ever. What's going on? I got a special guest co-host tonight, and you guys have heard stories of this man and his exploits and his chair burnings and everything else. Everyone,
I'm not as pretty as your normal co-host.
It's Dick. What's going on, Dick? How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Oh, fucking not much, buddy. Thanks for hanging out while TZ's out fucking on vacation, dude. She's distributing puppies and shit. So, fucking thanks for hanging out.
That sounds like too good of a deed,
right? She's a genuinely good person. So I think that's what the thing is.
She hangs out with you.
I don't think it's her choice though. She got caught into it. So
sucker.
About the only person I've ever known to hang out with me on purpose is you. So. But.
There's a lot that could be said there.
So I gotta say hi to people in the chat. What's up, Stella? Joe Loban, what's going on, man? Phil, what's going on? Musa, and we had Stella Frego was in the chats. Heath, fucking all the people that normally hang out. I really appreciate you guys being here. So if anybody, whoever hasn't heard the stories, this is my buddy Dick. Dick was my he was my roommate in the Marine Corps. And my buddy for we don't need to about 20 years, over 20 years.
Yeah, it was over 20 years now.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's right, Phil. We're getting the Dick tonight. He said TZ looks a little bit different. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Everybody loves it.
Everybody loves. Now everyone gets to meet my Dick. Oh, that was a running joke for a long time. Well, how long did you come when you were guys working on that pipeline? How long did you stay with me? 3 months.
Oh, hey, it was about 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So everyone in South Dakota got to meet my Dick, even the ones who didn't want to. So.
Yeah, some of them really didn't want to.
Right. But so tell us a little bit about you obviously were a Marine, hence the logo. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and your history of service.
So I grew up in a military family. My dad was Navy. That was a lot of fun when I went to the recruiter. So I was actually going to join the Navy, and that recruiter got caught lying to me. He was signing me up for the nuke program that I didn't want, and my dad's actually the one that caught it. So said screw the Navy. Decided I was going to college, and then the Marine recruiter called me, said, "Hey, you want to come talk?" I said, "Sure, why not?" He goes, "When do you want to talk?" I said, "How about 20 minutes?" And he got real quiet because they never get that.
Mm-hmm.
And went in there, talked to him, and what sold me was he goes, "Man, the first 2 years you're in, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna wish you never met me." And I said, "All right, where do I sign up?" I'm probably one of the few people that could say my recruiter never lied to me. But yeah, so then I went to boot camp in San Diego. I was there for 9/11 2001. My first ID card was issued on 9/11, and then went out to went to Pensacola,
Mhm.
Pensacola for A school, Oceana, Virginia for C school, and then I got stationed in Fort Worth, and that's where I met Radar.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna slip up and say your real name.
I don't give a shit.
I
Everyone,
think everybody's heard
by
it.
now, I think everybody knows. I think everybody knows my real name. So, just
But
about.
yeah, so that's where I met Radar, and yeah, the stories ensued. Met him in the barracks. I can't even tell you how many times the MPs got called over to our rooms. Good grief!
Oh,
But
dude, I think I think the night that I had that gunny that retired, and we had that keg in the back of Junior's pickup,
oh my word!
and we put it in the recycling bin and walked around the barracks telling everybody there's we had the keg and the fucking cups, and I think you were pushing it, and
Yeah,
Junior was
yep,
pouring, and I was knocking on doors,
yep.
and as soon as someone opened the door, we're like, here's a beer, we're beating down in the fucking day room in like 10 minutes or whatever.
We went all three floors of that thing.
Yep.
Carried that thing up the stairs. Ice water sloshing around.
It was a good time. It's a good time. Especially in like July in Fort Worth, Texas, where it's 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, that was fun.
So tell everyone like kind of what you did after you got out. What'd you do? So you met me in Texas, and then so what'd you do?
Yes, after I got out of the Marine Corps, I got a medical discharge. Evidently, if you can't run 3 miles, you can't fix F-18s. Go figure. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, so I blew my knee out, got booted out, and started with a company doing electrical utility stuff. So I do testing for government compliance to make sure the substations trip off and when they're supposed to, make sure engineers did their job right. It's a lot of stuff that's really not fun, but we work on voltages up to about 500,000 volts, so
Nice.
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of dick going on in here. It's a dick measuring contest. That's what it is.
Nice.
Extra dick tonight at the smoke pit.
Right. But there's a lot of me too.
Fuck
I
yeah.
used to not be this round. I
No.
promise.
We all used to be fucking real skinny though. Remember that one girl?
Some things do keep growing.
That one girl was like a size 0. Used to fit in her pants. Nah, I can't at all.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh man. That was funny.
God, yeah, you'd fucking.
I think I walked into that house and you were wearing her pants.
I was. She was. It was hot. It was Texas, so she was wearing those. She wanted to wear. We were playing softball. We are getting ready to go play softball, and she had on my Silkies. She had my Silkies on. For those in the army, the Ranger panties, but we called them the fucking Silkies, the little shorts. And she's like, I didn't think I was gonna fit in your pants, and I was like, I bet I fit in your pants. And this is, this was like 2003 ish.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's back when girls' pants weren't didn't have built-in bras in them. So Steven says he's giving out mushroom tattoos. Who wants one? Well, I don't know. Phil says all dicks start off small, then get bigger over time. So,
so funny story. One of the funniest jokes I heard in boot camp. So Marine Corps boot camp, you come out of stress week and they put you on the range.
Yep.
Like, it's a great idea, right? That they purposely stress you out to the point where everybody breaks down, and then they give you a loaded rifle. It's awesome.
Yeah, good idea on their part.
But the first thing to do is your instructor, your primary marksmanship instructor, your PMI. His job is to kind of lower the stress a little bit, right? So he starts by a joke and he goes, "Hey, I want everybody to tell me if you were to get in a fight, what would you bring?" And everybody's going around. I'd bring a knife. I'd bring a gun. I'd bring this. I'd bring that. We finally gets back to him and he goes, "You know what I'd bring? A big rubber dildo." Everybody got quiet. He goes, "Think about it. You slap that guy across the face with that and leave that big old mark on there. It doesn't matter how bad you got whipped. He's got to go up to his buddies the next day and explain a penis-shaped bruise right on the side of his face." He goes, "You won."
You win. You win. Fuck yeah, you win. Oh. More important question, though.
Yeah.
Did your brother ever get a pistol whip anybody?
Did my brother? I don't know. Probably.
Didn't you tell that story where he was like fucking trying to pistol whip somebody in Iraq?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The guy, he was crawling under the wire
Yeah.
at the base. He was out just walking around and this little dude decided to crawl under the wire and my brother pistol whipped the crap out of him. And come
like-
to find out, he was wanted for blowing up a bunch of Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't seen again.
Huh, weird how that works. Well, we won't talk about any
I don't
war
know.
crimes tonight, but oh shit.
I didn't see anything happened. He
Yeah.
just got shipped off to Gitmo as far as we know.
Yeah, fuck it, probably. It's not a war crime the first time.
It's only a crime if you get caught.
It's true. It's fucking true. Oh shit! So you've been out now. One of the things I kind of wanted to quiz you about a little bit tonight. You've talked about it. The Patriot Guard. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So I'm the assistant state captain in Iowa for the Patriot Guard, and we started out. There was that church group down in Kansas. We don't even say their name because we don't want to give them any recognition.
Right.
But they came out, and they're the ones that were protesting military funerals, and really, it was American Legion that got it started. But the problem with the American Legion was their bylaws said that you had to be a veteran to join and participate.
Mhm.
So they branched off, started the Patriot Guard because there was a lot of people that wanted help
Right.
that weren't veterans.
Because
So
it
they
wasn't
branched
just
off and
veterans. It
started-
wasn't just veteran funerals they were protesting. It was.
No, it was everybody's. But
Yep.
but this is during the height of all the stuff going on in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Mhm.
So we had a lot of support in the military at that time, and a lot of civilians wanted to come and stand up against these people protesting military funerals.
Right.
So they started the Patriot Guard. We're now in all 50 states, and we still go to a lot of funerals, a lot of different events, and we'll go out and stand, make sure that veteran receives the respect and honor he deserves. Nobody's going to come and make a scene. We do so peacefully and within the law,
Right.
because that group was known for starting trouble, and that's what they wanted, because then they come back and sue you for it. That's how
Right.
they made money.
Right.
But so we just use our flags to block it, motorcycles to make the noise. A lot of states have now passed laws that you can't protest within 1,000 yards. Like in Iowa here, I think it's 1,000 yards of a funeral. You can't protest at all.
Okay.
So we actually have to be invited by the family to go,
Okay.
because otherwise we're considered protesters.
Okay.
By law. So we're always invited by the family. Anybody that knows us knows we do a lot of motorcycle escorts. We're not a motorcycle club. We're not a motorcycle association. Doesn't matter if you ride or not. I mean, we've got a lot of people that show up. We call them cages, but if you have a car, you're more than welcome. Nobody's going to say anything to you about it. Veteran, non-veteran, doesn't matter. Once again, nobody's going to say anything if you're not a veteran standing out there. But one of the big things we do every year here in Iowa is we partner with one of the funeral homes here. And this year we buried 12 veterans and 2 of their spouses that were unclaimed. They were found in storage units, basements of houses that were bought, just basically left on shelves to collect dust.
Oh,
They
so
had no
they
families to claim them.
so they were like cremated remains.
Yep, all cremated.
Okay.
Yep.
It wasn't just like some dude like in a storage unit. It was like someone's like, "Hey, I got a new house, man. Look at my baby." Oh shit. All right, cool.
Surprise.
All right. All right.
Yeah, all
I
cremated remains,
want to
birds and
clarify
stuff,
that
so-
you're not just going around finding But I mean, because we've done that here too. We've through the U.S. Army WTF Moments likes to we like to support unclaimed veterans. So a lot some of those guys they were in nursing homes, whatever, passed away, they had no next of kin, they had stuff like that. So okay, so it's a little bit, but you guys do that though too, right? If someone say I outlive for some reason, with my health it's not going to happen, but if for some reason I were to outlive my entire family, you guys would come and hang out at my funeral.
Yeah,
basically.
absolutely. Yeah. So we, like I said, we partner with one of the funeral homes here in Iowa. So this lady spends a lot of time, a lot of her own money. The funeral home obviously supports her quite a bit too, that she works for, and allows her to do this even during working hours. But she, because she's got that funeral home license, she can go and take possession of these remains and do all the heavy work, and we just kind of support that by doing what we do. So I think the last one we had about 300 or 400 people there, at least. I guarantee we had 200 motorcycles in the procession. 8 or 9 different police organizations helped escort us out to the cemetery. I mean, it was a real big deal.
And you guys
awesome.
do that at the
It was
National
awesome.
Cemetery there in Des Moines or something?
Yep. Yeah, it's over in Van Meter, just outside of Des Moines. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a real beautiful cemetery too.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you've told me a little bit about it and kind of what you do, and I know like when we deployed to Iraq, when my unit deployed to Iraq, we had Patriot Guard riders out there, and fuck, dude, that was in like November. It was November, October. It was cold and rainy and shitty.
Yeah, we've been rained on, snowed on, sleeted on, you name it, man.
Right.
We do a lot of those homecomings. A lot of our members are Vietnam vets. A
Okay.
lot of them are Vietnam vets.
Okay.
And the one thing I always hear them say is, "Man, I was spit on when I got home. I was called names, this and that. That ain't gonna happen while I'm still alive."
Right.
So those guys are out there and they're greeting our troops, because we do a lot of that too.
Mhm.
We do send offs and welcome homes, and they will not allow that to happen again while they're still alive. So I have to give them a lot of respect for that. I
Right.
mean, nothing said they have to do that,
Right.
but they're out there on their own time. So
Yep. And you guys are all volunteer, right? There's no.
yep, 100% volunteer. Nobody in the Patriot Guard takes a salary.
Nice.
Yeah, we're a 501c3. Every family, at least in Iowa, we give a plaque out to every family that when we go to the funeral.
Mhm.
We hand them a plaque. We deliver that right after they get their flag too. And then
Say, do you guys do the flag? Do you guys do the color guard ceremony for the flag too, or no?
no, we don't do that.
Because usually
we normally have
VFW
the,
does it, don't they? VFW or Legion or something?
VFW, yeah, the VFW and the Legion are the two big ones that do it here. We got the Marine Corps League; they do a little bit of it here too. But yeah, we don't do that part of it. But we'll have our flags out on the flag line, and then we'll go present that plaque right after. And I can tell you, I've done KIAs, I've done just active duty deaths, and when you hear a little girl that's 6 years old go, "Man, where are they taking Daddy?" as they're wheeling that casket out. A lot of our guys wear sunglasses, and it's not because we want to look cool. There's some stuff that'll break you, man. I'll tell you. And then you look into the eyes of that widow that 30 years old, and her husband just died, and you're presenting a plaque saying, "Hey, thank you. He was a hero." And knowing that those words, I mean, they mean something, but
Right.
you know what I
Stuff.
mean? Is it enough?
Right. Right. Well, and then I've had to do that with my daughters. A little bit different situation, but it's
Right.
still tough on kids, and so
Yeah.
dude, that sucks. And,
The kids are the ones that always get me, man.
yeah. Yeah.
But we've got little teddy bears. We'll give the kids. They got a little Patriot Guard logo on the front of them, and the kids love that. If it's a bigger kid, we'll give them a challenge coin.
Right.
But yeah, we try to make sure that they know that. I mean, the biggest thing that we do is make sure that not only that veteran's family, but everybody understands that they're not forgotten. They meant something.
Right.
So that's our biggest thing.
And that they have brothers and sisters that are all over the place. That you didn't have to like me and you are brothers. We've been through stuff together. We served together. We're brothers, right? But it's different
Right.
when you've never met this person. You've never met
Right.
fucking Private so and so who was a World War II vet
Nope.
that you've got in your saddlebag. You've got his ashes in your saddlebag. It's not like it's like your uncle or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
and it shows
Actually,
that
my
family.
Facebook profile picture, there's a World War II vet in that picture, in my motorcycle, in my profile picture.
Right. And that's what I said.
Yeah.
In your tour pack, right?
Yep. In my top bag. Right before we were fixing to head to the cemetery, the widow came out and asked us. He was an avid motorcycle rider, and said, "Is there any chance one of y'all could carry him to the cemetery instead of him riding in a hearse for one final ride?" And
Like,
so we loaded him up, and I was sitting there ready to go. And the widow actually took that picture and sent it to me.
nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad's gonna be the same way. Just whatever. I'll probably be the same way. Okay, actually, by then everything will be electric. It'll be worth it. Kenneth said his Patriot Guard was there for his dad's funeral. Great group of bros and love them. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, man.
I
It's something when you walk up and you see 30 guys standing on line with a flag, and just knowing that they're there to support you.
right. Yeah, exactly. Well, and like you said, it's kind of nice too. Like I didn't realize that it wasn't technically a veteran organization. So if you just fucking support troops and you're like, fuck it, someone like my mom or something, or my dad. You know, my dad wasn't a veteran, right? My dad just missed Vietnam, right? So thankfully he missed Vietnam because Vietnam was shit. Obviously, you go. If you get called up, you go. But my dad was lucky never to get called, so he didn't go.
Yeah.
But my dad you've met my dad. My dad's a very, very, very patriotic man. He's very proud of this country. He's very proud of me for everything I've done, and supported me 100% with all of my stuff in the military. And my dad is one of the proudest Americans you'll ever meet, and never spent a day in a uniform. So he could hop on his Harley and do that.
Yeah, our only requirement is the willingness to show respect. That's it. You don't have to have a motorcycle. You can show up in a car.
Yep.
Our regular attenders that show up in a car, a lot of times those guys are the ones with the coolers full of water.
Yep.
You're standing out here in the summer, 100-degree temperatures. Man, that water, having that guy show up in a car with water, that's your best friend.
Right.
But,
Want to know what it's like, what they're talking about the movie Taking Chance, Give a Taste of It. What's that, Phil? I don't get that. Taking Chance? Do you know
that's that Marine movie.
Is that the
HBO
one?
Special movie.
Oh yeah, where the dude escorts his buddy or something.
Awesome movie. It wasn't even a friend of his. It was just a guy from his hometown, but it ended up not being from his hometown.
Okay.
Yeah, they escorted him, and then all sorts of people kind of fell in line. And I'll tell you, stuff like that does happen. They normally don't fall into the procession with us, but we'll be headed out to the cemetery, and dump trucks will pull over, and a guy will jump out about as fast as he can, and stand at attention or salute, or once people realize what's going on, you'd be surprised how much the public actually jumps out and supports it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah. I saw the preview. I never saw that. Yes, I never saw that movie. You did one this week,
man.
How many ceremonies do you do? Like a week, month?
Man, it all depends, but
obviously
we normally have.
It's not a certain rate of people
in
dying.
Iowa, and we're one of the slower states because we're Iowa, it's smaller, right?
Right.
But we probably have 5 or 6 on average a week during the summer.
Okay.
In the winter we'll go a couple weeks without one because the ground's frozen and nobody wants to do it.
Right. Well, unlike out here where the ground's frozen 6 months out of the year, they put them in a freezer or something. They'll have the ceremony. You can and I don't know how the National Cemetery is. It a National Cemetery there, or is it like Iowa Veterans Cemetery? What is it there?
It's Iowa Veterans, yeah.
Okay, so here's the national.
It's still a national cemetery, but yeah, it's Iowa.
Okay, so it's run by the VA or whatever, right?
Yep, it's run by the VA.
Okay, so here, what they do is you can still have your procession, your ceremony, and I think they limited it 15 minutes. At the national
30 here.
At the National Cemetery, I think it's 30, but I was told it was 15. And then they just take the remains and put them on ice, basically, until they can dig. So so they have ceremonies, funeral processions all year, and you just stand out in the cold for 15 minutes, and then they I don't know, put them in a freezer somewhere, I guess, or
see our cemetery. I don't think they take them in the winter. I don't think.
I don't know.
We don't go out there very often. I can tell you that much in the winter. It doesn't hurt my feelings because it's on top of a hill too.
I had a friend of mine. 2 years ago, we went out to a ceremony, and I don't know, the casket was out there in December, So they took them away. That's all I know. I don't know much more.
Yeah. Well, they probably all operate a little different too.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know.
It's the
I
government.
that'd be kind of an interesting job to do to be like I don't know what is. It's not really an undertaker anymore. I don't even know what the name of it is. The person who
I don't know either.
the person who runs the cemetery and does that stuff. The
Oh,
grave
they got to
digger
deal with
kind
some
of.
stupid stuff. Well, you got the people that run the cemetery, and then you got the groundskeepers that actually go dig the graves.
Right.
They're a great group out here, but yeah, the lady that runs it, man, she's awesome. We work really well with her, but I'll tell you what, you cross her, it's pretty fun to watch. But
Yeah, that'd be
we don't we have another organization out here. It's a national organization, but the group here, I'm not going to name them, but they're real close to getting banned from even using the veteran cemetery here, which is crazy.
That's unfortunate.
But it's very unfortunate. I'll tell you offline their name, but and you'll
Okay.
be surprised. But
Oh, probably not anymore. Nobody seems to surprise me. Here is the Legion Riders. We have some Patriot Guard guys. I see their vests more than I see them. But mainly they're probably more closer to Sioux Falls or something where they're some more populated than here. But here
I know you got some Patriot Guard riders out there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the big processions and stuff. Every time I've seen one at the National Cemetery or see them drive by, they're Legion Riders. They're not the.
Yeah. See, and we have, and yeah, it may be the Legion riders going through, but we have a lot of Legion riders that ride with us too. We don't like I said, we don't have roles. We don't have membership per se. You can show up once a year. You can show up once every other year. Whatever. We don't care.
Right.
But we'll have guys show up with their American Legion vests on. Combat vets support us a lot.
Right.
Combat
Yeah.
Vets Motorcycle Association. Those guys are amazing. They support us quite a bit. So yeah, the only people we ask to take their vests off, and we try to do it as politely as we can, is when you get into the 1%er clubs.
Right.
And that's just because if you're in a motorcycle world, there's a political game at play, and we don't want to get involved. And most of the time, when we explain it to them, they understand, and they'll some of them will just leave. And,
Right.
it's unfortunate, but we don't want the rival group to think we're with this group.
Right.
So,
and that is
we
big. Is
avoid it.
kind of like prison. Almost like the motorcycle culture. If you get into the motorcycle culture thickly, it's kind of like prison. There's a lot of
It's
external
crazy.
politics that kind of,
Yep.
and you gotta kind of pussyfoot around that. I
Yeah.
don't know. If you
So
come
we
to
just gotta-
Sturgis wearing the wrong vest, you might get it ripped off you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah.
you gotta be kind of careful this shit, because when you go to Sturgis or whatever, there'll be dudes selling I support 81 shirts and blah blah blah. And there'll be some bandito
Yeah,
dudes on
yeah.
another corner. You gotta be careful what you buy and what you wear. If you were just a normal ass person,
Yeah, go ahead and go wear one of those at the wrong bar. So
Uh-huh.
that club will support you even,
yup. Can you see fucking dudes? I just saw a video the other day. It was kind of going around the Sturgis groups, and this dude just bought a HA fucking patch and had it on his shit. And some actual Hell's Angel rolled up and just ripped his fucking dude was at a stoplight. Hell's Angel whipped his shit. He came back, reached over, turned the guy's bike off on his handlebar and fucking punched him, ripped his vest off and fucking rode away. I was like, whoa.
How'd that work out for you, bud?
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, you see that shit
And we got invited to party with them when we were out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, remember that? Because that dude was all parked next to my Sportster and shit. It's
Yep.
He's like, "What are you guys doing? You guys going to party?" And I was like, "Ooh, I don't know, maybe."
I'm good.
Good. That'd be kind of fun though. We should do that. Come out this year. We'll go party with some HA guys or something.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Why not? Dude, I bet our wives would love it.
Right.
So-
I'm sure I would love it.
So speaking of wives, what does your wife know you're doing this tonight?
Of course she does. She's at work. She don't know what I do when she's at work. I just didn't mention it to her.
Oh, I wouldn't either. I won't either. You know what? She won't give a shit though. I actually haven't seen your
she
wife in
wouldn't
a
care
long
about this.
time. I used to every now and again I used to say hi to your wife on Facebook, like when you live with me. But it's been a minute, so I actually haven't talked to your wife in a long time. So I hope she's well. Hope she's enjoying. I hope she's listening to us at work.
I doubt it.
That'd be
I doubt
funny.
it. She hosts at a restaurant.
That would be even
But,
funnier.
She did it because she didn't work for like 16 years or something like that.
Right.
She goes, I just want to go get a job and actually have like adult time. I was like, you want to go make money? Go for it. I don't care.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But
Yeah, because
it's actually been really good for her too. Like
Uh-huh.
mentally, it's been really good for her.
good.
So
Why
Yeah,
would
she's
she get
living up
mad?
to her name
She gets to
for
come
a
home to
while
a
there.
big dick. That's right.
that always goes over well too. Her name's Karen, and yeah, when she gets to go and I look at her and go, you're kind of living up to your name right
Yeah,
now.
don't do that, babe. You can't.
And,
You gotta calm down a little bit.
Yeah, that goes over well.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck, dude. Did I tell you I was in Texas not too long ago? Drove by our old house, kind of like where our house used to be.
You mean the Walmart?
Yeah. I was sad panda. Well, I took Jimmy down there.
I mean, how white trash do we have to be that we used to live where there's a Walmart now?
Right. They tore down our trailer park to put in a Walmart. It wasn't actually. Those were nice houses.
Those were houses. Yeah, they weren't bad. They were old, but they weren't bad.
They were old base houses. Yeah. That place was cool, man. And the fucking I tell lots of stories about our neighbor across the street.
Oh, that guy was awesome. That guy was awesome.
Oh, and his fucking daughter.
Sparks dragging the car around.
Oh.
She came around the corner.
I still can't
never
believe.
seen three
I still
birds
can't
run
believe
from
that
one
like your
went that
fucking
fast.
your now father-in-law gave us like a whole fence. We're like, put a fence in. You guys need a fence for your dog.
Right? Yeah, that dog was awesome.
One of the dogs is awesome.
Milo, that's the one he gave us the fence for.
Yeah, Milo was cool. Not Bo.
Bo was Jake's dog. The other Jake's dog.
Yeah, Junior's dog.
Yep. That dog. Good grief. How many times did he run into the door as he was trying to go outside?
Was it after or before he drank a gallon of antifreeze?
Gosh, dog. Oh, that dog.
Drank a gallon of
He hung
antifreeze.
himself.
And
That's how that dog died. I talked to Junior a few years ago. That dog literally hung himself.
That
That's
actually
how that
doesn't-
dog died.
doesn't surprise me at all. That was the dumbest dog in the world. But the funny part to me is that dog was the dumbest dog in the world, and he was so improperly trained.
Yeah.
He had
Now
now his owner trains dogs for a living.
Yeah,
So I feel like
to do
that's-
rescues,
Ooh.
like search and rescue.
Yep. Statement, and I want to turn this into a question. Okay.
Uh-oh.
He says, my wife is making really good money now. I'm considering semi-retirement. So, question I'm going to pose to you is, because I know that you've made really good money over the course of your career, right? You've done really well for yourself. You've been really professional and stuff. So far, because like you said, your wife went back to work for the first time in like 16 years, right? Say
Yeah.
the cards flipped on that. And she got some fucking job where she's making 150 grand a year, right? And you can basically be retired. Would you do that? Would you
I
be
don't
a
think so.
stay-at-home dad?
No. I love my kids, but not that much.
Right. That's kind of what I
Like
was thinking.
there's like women that stay home and they don't have a job. No. Like I've got all the respect for them in the world.
Mhm.
Man, it's crazy. But I couldn't sit around and do nothing or just do little chores around the house. Like I got to get out and do stuff. That's
Right.
just kind of the way I am, though.
Right.
But I mean, if you're one of those people that can just do chores around the house and be happy, hey, more power to you. But
Right.
no, I've got to be busy.
I forget. I'm like ADD about my chores. Like I'll do like a sink of dishes or a little bit of the dishes, and then I'll do like a little bit of sweeping, and then I'll go take the garbage out, and then but I won't put a new bag in, and then I'll go like, you know what I mean? Then I'll go like clean
Do
part of a
everything half.
bathroom, and then I come back and do a little bit more dishes. Like I can't, like. I just can't fucking do all of the dishes at once, and I can't because we don't have a dishwasher. We do all our dishes by hand, right? With like fucking 8 kids. Well, yeah, like 8 kids
so you
right
got a
now.
wife.
Yeah. Well, my wife works smart. My wife works like 3 nights a week, but makes just as much money as I do.
Nice.
So therein lies the problem. He says, hell no, I'm going to be fishing. Now, if that was an option, but here's the deal. I already know if my wife worked every day and made 150 G's a year or some shit, and I was the stay-at-home husband, I'd have to fucking take the kids to school and like take them to all their practices and do all like the parenting stuff. Dude, last weekend we had the kids that are going into sports. We had their summer whatever, their meeting. And it was like 45 minutes of some fucking athletic director reading PowerPoint slides to me like I was a fucking private in the Army, right?
Of stuff that you really don't need to know.
Right. And here's the beautiful part of that, right? There was speakers where the exact same tone as my tinnitus. So all I heard was anyway, so I didn't even hear the fucking slides. And the gym was hot as fuck because it's summertime, so they don't have the air conditioner turned on at the high school. Right? So I can't dude, I was like, fucking just end me right now. Like, I'm not a suicidal person, but if somebody would have came in and be like, you have another hour of this, or you can start this pistol, I'd be like, well, I don't know, pistol sounded pretty good. Like, it's bad, dude. I couldn't do that shit all and go handle all the shit like dentist appointments and fucking dude, I can't remember them. I can't remember them that day. Even my wife, when it's my appointment, my wife's like, you got a VA appointment, and you do a VA stuff. You get 300 text messages and some phone calls and some fucking and they send a carrier pigeon that morning and shit, right? And then they have an alien suck you up and drop you off at the fucking front door of the VA. I still forget my appointment. If it wasn't for my wife saying, don't forget you have a VA appointment today.
I put them right in my calendar now. And I set it up for alerts.
Right. Speaking of that, did you see any of the fucking shit on TV today about aliens?
I saw a little bit of it. I didn't see a lot of it.
I just saw the TikTok videos about it.
I didn't even see that, unfortunately. But yeah, I saw a little bit. They're like admitting that there's something out there way more advanced than us.
I believe that. Okay, here's my stance on it, and I'm pretty firm on this stance, okay?
I still think it's China.
Might be. This is what I think. I think the universe is too big, and we are too ignorant to think we are completely alone. I think there is intelligent life out there. Now, what I don't believe, and I will never, ever fucking believe this, okay, is that a civilization could be so advanced to navigate deep space, fly here, find us, and then crash into the fucking mountain. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, you can get a Piper Cub and not crash in the fucking mountain, right?
Right.
I feel like they're gonna have like airbags on that bitch or something. You know what I mean? But like, nah, fam, we ain't hitting it. So
and a little it'd be crap. No, there'd be another craft out there. They come and get them.
Yeah, exactly. Like an alien tow truck or some shit. Also, too, we would not send people first, right? We would send some sort of autonomous drone or robotic spacecraft or some shit.
We do it all the time.
Yeah. They're watching us like a species like they watch seahorses, probably. They're probably like, these motherfuckers, no. We are not, nope.
I mean, just think about it. Like, you get somebody who doesn't know anything about us and they're watching a basketball game. What are these fools doing? Like, they're fighting over the ball, going left and right and throwing it in a hoop and getting excited about it. I mean, if you think about it and not know anything about it, these guys are idiots.
Yup. Yeah, they probably are. Oh, what was there? There was a show one time where like they had like there's like a refrigerator or a freezer or some shit. And they had like a miniature civilization in there and they nuked themselves or something. What's the fucking name of that show? Anyway, back to the story. But okay, this dude, I don't know, man. And then it was like fucking like all of like the representatives that I think are just absolutely ridiculous, right? Like what's that Matt Getz or whatever that dude is, who's just fucking, he's fucking crazy conspiracy dude anyway. And then AOC was in there and some other people. And I'm just like, holy shit, seriously, dude? Like, nah, And then that one dude was like, well, I had a Newsweek article, but like, come on, man, you can't just cite your own Newsweek article. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna cite myself. It's a credible source. I promise you.
And I'm all about
Yeah,
it, dude. I 100% think that there are people out there fucking, or not people, but there are aliens out there, but they're not fucking. And then we're to think our puny little fucking, our shit's gonna shoot them down. Nah, they got that shit figured out.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So I believe that there's something out there.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I don't know if I believe they've been here. I don't know. I'm not gonna say they haven't or they have. I don't know.
What if we're like the
But-
intergalactic wall drug and everyone just stops here and gets a cup of coffee and is like, nah, I'm the fuck out of this bitch.
I'm out. International Chicago.
Right.
Interplanetary Chicago.
Yeah. They're just gonna show and be like, well, they got rabbits with antlers and cheap coffee. And then I'm back in my spaceship and I'm going somewhere cool.
There's a gift shop on the other side of the moon. I survived.
Aliens would have to walk on the National Mall in Akak before anyone took aliens seriously. Probably. Oh, we're
I
the
don't even think they
intergalactic
did.
version of the people of Walmart. As I watch us literally follow the plot of fucking I just had that fucking Idiocracy. We're literally following that plot
Oh my word.
right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. There's no way. And if they just come here looking for intelligent life and like, nah. They saw Mitch McConnell's speech today. They're like, nah, fam, I'm out.
I'm done.
Oh, did you see that shit? Motherfucker had like a stroke on TV and they're like
This is
propping
what
him up. And then he's just like, and then they're like, well,
You
maybe.
got anything else you want to say?
He had a lot of things he wanted to say. He couldn't say nothing. And okay, hold on a minute. Before y'all give me shit about making fun of Mitch McConnell and him being a Republican, fucking the left had just as many, like fucking Pelosi and Feinstein. How many fucking, why do we have 90-year-olds fucking having, it lacks somebody else, dude. It lacks somebody else.
Good grief. Yeah.
And they fucking, yeah, aliens are watching that shit on their television, like, nah, nope. This is the best of their best.
Or the France Olympics. I showed you that one earlier.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna fucking pull it up,
Their
and I
mascot.
didn't.
Oh, you
Hold
got
on.
time. There's Google.
I got.
It's
I'll
worth
Google
it.
Yes.
If
So
y'all didn't see the mascot for the France Olympics, this thing is epic. Hold on, he's got to spell Google first. It's going to take a minute.
yeah. Save image. I'm so bad at this. But yeah, so fucking Mitch McConnell's a stroke on TV, and then he comes back like 15 minutes later. And he's like, "I'm fine.
Yeah, he came back. I'm fine.
I'm fine."
I'm
No, you're
fine.
not fine, dude. You are not fine at all.
You're not, dude. One of those senators that walked him out was a doctor too, and let him come back out.
Why don't they take him to the fucking hospital, dude?
Right.
This is, and I know that you guys are all remote from me, okay? But if I'm ever on the air and I have a stroke on the air, please, by all means, call 911 and say Radar dead.
And tell him what? Go to Radar's house. Where's Radar?
Be like, well, you know where I live. Give him my address. You'll give him my
What was
address
the
and still
last
send
thing?
a fucking dick bomb full of fucking sparkly dicks or some shit.
I
Fuck.
would never do
I
that.
don't know that. My wife won't even open mail from you anymore. She knows better. Oh, hold on. Olympics. There we go. Open. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I may have your address and your anniversary and both of your birthdays written down at work.
All right. So here's I just changed it over.
Yeah, don't try that one.
I don't know. I don't speak French.
It's the uteruses.
They look like uteruses. Those aren't the best uterus pictures. Where are they?
No, that's not the best one.
Well, hold on, dude. There's a lot of pictures. Here's one that looks more like
But-
uteruses.
Oh, now he's got to go through the whole save thing again.
I do. Save image as uterus. I better not put that on there.
Your wife's gonna be like, "Excuse me."
Dude, I already told her that whatever's on this computer, don't even.
And Just burn it.
Just burn it, because like basically everything that's on this is fucking like, if there's like weird searches, it's for the show, and she kind of knows that.
It
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
a cop out.
She knows. She won't divorce me. Now, if it's on my phone, no, she doesn't really should give a shit anyway. If I'm honest. My wife doesn't really give a shit. She probably watches more porn than I do, which is not a bad thing to have in a wife. I'm not complaining. But all right, that's mildly centered. There we go. Transition. Boom. Yeah, those look more like the uteruses. And I don't know what's going on with their mismatching shoes and their like, I don't know, is that like a knee brace or some shit the one has
I
on?
don't know. And then there's a mad uterus in the wall back there.
Yeah, they have like, they drew pictures of themselves or something. I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be. What
I
event
don't know either.
they're supposed to
But now-
compete in.
But as soon as that thought came into my mind, it's over now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they're
Like we
they're
can't
Olympic uteruses.
change anything on that. Like that's what we have now. Those are uteruses. Kind of like the Dodge truck emblems. The old Dodge Ram
Right.
emblems were like uteruses. So the midget porn was for the show. That's right. That's right. Oh, what was that? They look like the purple guy from the old McDonald's commercial, like Grimace. Yes. They do
kinda
kind of
do,
look
yeah.
like Grimace. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't understand what they're supposed to be or why they're supposed to be there. And also, too, who's going to look at this and be like, I want to go to the Olympics now?
Nobody.
Who is not
Well,
going
I
to
don't
go to the
know.
Olympics
I don't know.
before?
If they're doing stupid stuff like this, like it's almost like morbid curiosity now. Like how much better is this going to be when we get out there?
Maybe. I kind of want to see him in person. I mean, mildly want to see him in person.
I mean, I don't want to go to France.
No, that sounds dumb. Tell my wife about my phone. Act like the motherfucker's a snake and don't even get close to it. Oh, shit.
The best thing to do is just to not tell her your password and have it set after 3 attempts.
You know, honestly, my wife has my code on my phone. She does. I just not that on my phone. I have a work computer. I'm just kidding.
Didn't you work for the government at one point?
I still kind of work for the county. Actually, I technically would work for the feds. But I don't really give a shit. There's nothing really on my computer either. I just don't understand the people that pay for porn. That's people I
Right.
don't understand. How are you going to pay
And
for
what
it?
is
You
it,
can
that
Google.
whole-
You can Google literally anything. Google whatever you want, and
Yeah.
an image will show up.
That's half of TikTok is these girls trying to promote their OnlyFans page.
Who
I'm
the fuck
like,
Who the fuck pays for OnlyFans? Too? Well, Jimmy
Right?
does. But I mean, I love him.
But that's his future girlfriend.
Probably.
He's a young army kid. I mean, that's his future girlfriend. Either that or he's going after the stripper. But he's in Germany, so I don't know about that.
The white circle, I hope, is above, not level, because that is such a welcoming, punchable area. Fucking probably. But it's whatever, dude. I don't, you know, I look at OnlyFans as kind of one of those deals. Like, if people are going to pay it, fuck, pay it. Be good.
Yeah, more power to him. Not my cup of tea, though.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, not to be shitty, but kinda. Like I said, you can Google like whatever your kink is. Name the kink. Name the
Right.
kink, and then
You can find it for free.
find it for free on Google.
I need to start putting my feet pictures on OnlyFans. See if I can
I
make
need
some
to
money.
too. Well, you know, I'm missing those toes.
Do you ever
Would
get
you-
that tattoo?
No.
I told you to get that tattoo.
Well, but you know what? Honestly, what I'm gonna do? I am gonna get 20% off pedicures.
Nice.
Fucking discount, baby. Yeah, German's cat videos, absolutely. Type it up. Shiza videos. They might come up. Get you what you want. But no, okay, so the toes thing. There's got to be somebody who's going to pay extra for less toes.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
You may have to shave them and paint them pink, but somebody will pay them.
Dude, if somebody's paying me the money, I will shave whatever. I don't give a
Just
shit.
don't use Nair. Just do not use Nair.
Oh, remember that? Who was there
You
when
don't
we did
forget
that? It was you and Junior, and when like two
That was
it
Ashley.
was it
That was
Ashley was there
Ashley.
too?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably why I did
That
it.
was Ashley. She was the one that brought the Nair.
Yeah,
So
but it was
a great
somebody
idea.
else. It was somebody else who like almost threw up from the smell. It was like maybe people that went to church with Junior or something.
I think it might have been Junior because he walked in halfway through that.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. I could not get in the shower fast enough. So now I've showed the picture of me, with my Velcro patches stuck to my chest there. Everyone knows I'm pretty happy. Ooh, the burn. I think the move most of us have experimented. Yeah, probably most of us have experimented. But hold on. Okay.
Oh, I haven't because I watched you do it. I was
Yeah,
smarter
you
than
learned from
that
my
one.
mistakes. But hold on. This is one of the reasons the aliens won't come say hi to us.
We didn't have a clean towel in that house after that.
Oh, dude, it smelled so bad. That smell. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, that burn. It hurts so bad. You guys didn't even know.
I could still smell it.
As I'm literally getting a fucking chemical burn on
He was as red as the screen.
every inch of my body from my shoulders to my kneecaps.
And I'm
Ugh.
trying not to hurl, and I'm holding back tears because I'm laughing so hard. Radar's over here screaming,
That hurts so bad. Oh, but you're right, Phil. It was so silky smooth.
running around in his whitey tighties, running around in the house screaming.
Oh, because I was on
Oh, my
fire.
word.
I was literally on fire. My skin was burning. That's why I was screaming like I was burning, because I was literally burning.
I'm over here in the corner laughing.
Laughing, shooting blowgun darts at me or some shit.
Those stupid blowguns, oh my word.
You know what? The one thing I wish I still had from that house?
The
What?
blowgun?
No, I actually still have the blowgun. It's upstairs.
Oh, that's right. I almost shot you with it when I was up there.
Yeah. No, that C-130 pilot's chair.
Oh yeah.
That thing was
Yeah,
tight.
that was awesome.
Wish I still had
What
that.
happened to that?
I gave it to a buddy when we all moved out of that place.
Yep.
Remember that dude around the corner who was like rebuilding that Camaro?
Yeah.
I gave it to him.
Yeah.
The guy with the Oscar that tried to eat the cat.
Yes.
Yep. Yep, gave it to him.
That chair was awesome.
That was fucking, yeah, because we get all drunk and I put on a flight suit and I played like Ace Combat. Like, sitting in my AC-130 pilot chair playing Ace Combat, fucking half drunk or more. That was great.
Then I get back from deployment and there's this massive wicker chair from floor to ceiling in the living room.
You guys were so mad about that chair. It was so comfortable.
It was so ugly.
It was so flammable.
Hey, that it was. I didn't think it was going to go up that fast. I kind of did it as a joke. Watch this. I'm going to burn your chair. Whoosh.
Yeah, as I was smoking in it.
Guys, I can promise you, radar can move pretty quick.
Yep. My old radar could. Not the stress test radar. Not the radar has got to go in like 2 weeks and have a stress test because he can't breathe when he walks upstairs. Oh. Yeah, they're really worried about that. So my blood pressure's been like really elevated, like 150 over 110 kind of area, right? And they scheduled me a stress test because it hurts like right here all the time. And they're like, yeah, you're going to die probably. So you have a stress test and get a stent put in probably. So if I'm not here in 2 weeks, that's where I'm at. Just getting a stent put in.
I mean, I'll come do it for you.
Yeah, why not?
Save you a couple bucks.
Well, the VA is doing it for free. So, ooh, and I get my hearing aids in a couple weeks too. Got approved for my hearing aids.
Nice.
Yeah, so I get hearing
Nice.
aids, and they have
The
like
problem
Bluetooth
with
in
that
them.
though.
What's that?
There goes your excuse to the wife where I didn't hear you.
Oh, my battery's died.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is great because the new ones, they like you can Bluetooth to them from your phone.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can play music to them and stuff, and
Yeah,
look like you're talking to yourself.
yeah. Well, no, here's the best part is I can stream. Ooh, so if you have VA hearing aids, you can make sure to download all of our shows and you can listen to them on the go. We need
That
to
was a
figure.
pretty pathetic plug. I'm
It
just gonna
was.
show that.
It was
I'm not
considering
gonna
we're
lie.
not actually going to podcast right now. We really need to get that fixed. I need to figure out I'll ask about that. Somebody asked me about that the other day about going to podcasting, and we haven't done it yet. Oh, so we were asked before the show during the intro about those Marines in was it Lejeune?
Yeah, it was over in Lejeune. Yeah.
You know those guys who like died in the car?
Yeah, just randomly. I don't think they know anything about him yet, though. I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I wonder if they know more and just aren't saying shit about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because you can't like. Oh, Phil has an update.
The cause of death was revealed. I just put carbon monoxide poisoning.
What?
That's what it says. I mean, it's the news. It has to be right.
Huh? Were they just like sleeping in the car
at a Speedway gas station? So it wasn't even like it was somewhere like remote.
Yeah.
But it was outside the convenience store Sunday morning. Yeah, they passed out drunk on Saturday.
So, but hold on. Okay, unless they had the tube put into the car, they weren't in a garage or something.
Yeah, they were in a convenience store.
Yeah, they were outside.
But here's the thing: they were Lance Corporal, so we all know the Lance Corporal mobile is a great car and likely had a exhaust leak.
Yes, I'm trying to think of the cars that I had as a Lance Corporal, and yes, they did. They all had exhaust leaks.
Corporal with White Lightning, and that was a great one, let me tell you. Watch the road go by through the floorboard.
That thing was awesome, though, dude. White Lightning was great. So we were talking about White Lightning the other day, and I kind of want to buy another one. Was it last week I showed that picture of my pickup? I'm working on it 63 last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then you said something about White Lightning, and so my wife was listening. She's like, what was White Lightning? And so I told her about it. And as I'm like describing this pickup, I start getting all like, not sympathetic, reminiscent. And I was like, man, I should probably get another one just like it. Because that fucking truck was pretty cool, man.
It was cool,
it had the center lines on it. It was a white Dodge D.
And you could watch the center line go by through the floorboard. Yeah.
Yeah. You could also drop beer cans a little bit if you're drinking and driving.
This is true.
I don't do that shit anymore. I barely drink anymore.
Behind you.
That was Texas. We were fine.
Yeah, says the cop that pulled us over for going over 100 miles an hour.
Well, we didn't go to jail or even. Did I get a ticket for that?
No, you did not get a ticket. You got a warning.
Yeah.
For two reasons.
Because I was a Marine in uniform.
Right. And that was right after they caught Saddam.
Yep.
And they asked us, why did y'all let the Army catch Saddam? And I looked at the guy, as serious could be. I go, because they wouldn't let us. He goes, what do you mean? Because the Marines aren't dumb enough to go down there in that hole and get him. We'd have thrown a grenade down there and said, up to you, bud. Cop started laughing and said, you know what? Between that and this Air Force guy I got on his ride along that's demanding I write y'all a ticket, y'all are free to
go. Oh, yep. See, that's what I mean. We were scot-free. We got off scot-free.
But that was 03. So I mean, in Texas,
I remember in White Lightning because it wouldn't pass in missions.
Nope.
So I didn't have an inspection sticker. I don't know if they still do inspection stickers on there, but at the time it was that big white sticker.
I don't remember.
It was that big ass white sticker. Yep. You had your registration sticker and your inspection, and it wouldn't pass inspection because emission. It wasn't. Well, the main reason was emissions, but there was a whole lot of reasons this truck was never going to pass inspection. And so I would just drive it anyway because I didn't give a shit. And I got pulled over. Texas will stop in 2025 with inspections. Good for them. Good for them. But anyway, because the number one reason people in Texas don't have an inspection sticker is they don't have insurance. Because you had to provide a copy of your insurance. And no insurance in Tarrant County at the time was like a $500 ticket. Right? So I got pulled over.
And a tow.
And a tow. Yeah, you couldn't even drive it away. So I got pulled over. I was dating that one crazy girl up in Justin. And I was leaving her house.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, the one who like got pregnant 40 times or whatever and like crashed her car. Yep. Shit, yeah, bitch is crazy.
I'm pretty sure that's the one that Karen and I walked in and she looked at my girlfriend at the time and goes, you got nice tits.
Yeah, it was her. She was
She was
fun.
Like,
she was so fun, but that bitch was crazy.
She was nuts.
She was
a talent for that crazy.
Anyway, I like the crazy. God, she was hot too.
She was.
She was hot, and that Matrix. So when the first time I saw that hot crazy Matrix, I thought about that chick. I was like, yup. That's right, buddy. That's 100% right. But anyway, so I had to stop and I got like a pack of smokes and I filled up with gas because I think it had a leak in the gas tank. I think got horrible gas
You
mileage.
couldn't put it over half.
No, you're
put it
right.
over half.
Yup. And the gas gauge didn't really work all right.
Nope.
So I stopped at the gas station and pull out, and Tarrant County Sheriff saw me pull out with no inspection sticker. So he whips around, he pulls me over. He goes, "You know why I pulled you over tonight?" I said, "Yeah, I don't have an inspection sticker, and you thought I didn't have insurance, but sorry about it." And I handed him my insurance card and my registration. He's like, "Oh, okay." So he comes back, writes me like a $25 no inspection sticker or whatever. But no, that fucking truck and the suspension was all fucked up, so it kept eating
yes, it
front
was.
tires out of it.
There was no suspension on that.
Yeah, there was. It just
It was
wasn't
gone.
connected.
No, it was gone.
It was fine. It was fine. For those of you who never driven down I-35 through downtown Fort Worth, you'll know why that truck had no suspension on it. And I'm quite for certain that that place where I bought it from, I was the only white person to ever darken the doors of that establishment.
I'm pretty sure they didn't speak much English in that one.
No, they did. They spoke zero English, but they spoke $500. Actually, I spoke enough Spanish to know that he meant $500. That's what I paid for that pickup. That's right, Phil. Suspension has left the chat. But it rode like a Cadillac. That thing rode like a Texas Cadillac, man. I should put Longhorns on the fucking grill of that bitch.
You need to get that F-100 that you had.
Oh, that was the
What was the
International.
F100?
That was the International.
Oh, that's right. The International. That was the International. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what happened to that?
With the Hummer tires? Yeah, it got towed because somebody stole your carburetor and left a cat in its place.
Yeah, but they also stole my register. It was because I had Iowa plates on it. And
Yep.
when I went to go get it from the junk, did you take me to the junkyard to get it? Because they
I think
towed
so,
it.
yeah.
They towed my fuel filter clogged up, so I pulled over. We went back, got a new fuel filter for it. Went back, and someone stole the carburetor off it
And left the cat.
and left the cat in it. Yeah,
There was a cat sitting where the carburetor should have been.
yeah, on the side of the interstate freeway.
Yep.
And so we went back to get like a tow dolly or something because we had Junior's pickup and went back and it was gone. They towed it. Well, they towed it to impound, so we went to go pick it up from impound, and I needed a copy of my license and registration to get the truck out. Well, somebody stole my registration out of the glove box. And by the time I got registration from Iowa, it was like fucking $1,500 to get that truck back for impound
wasn't worth
fees.
it.
No. So yeah, that sucked. That truck was awesome. That was
awesome.
That was a 75 F250 that my dad like gave me. That was like that's the first vehicle he bought brand new. I still feel bad to this day that truck got like lost. If I came into money enough to buy one, I'd buy one just like it and fix it up just like that one he had, and I would give it to him as a present. Because that's one of like, I mean, like anyone else in their 40s, I have regrets, right? But that's a definite one that I wish that I could rectify in some way. Because I felt really shitty about that. So.
Oh, I know you were down for quite a while.
Yep. Yep, and then I bought White Lightning. And then I traded White Lightning for that Bronco. I had that two-tone shit brown Bronco. That was about the time we moved. I think it still had paper plates on it.
Yep, that was right as you were moving.
Yep. Because when we left that house, you moved in with Karen, right?
Yep.
And then I moved back.
Well, I moved into our house. She didn't move in yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were fixing to get married.
Yep. Okay, because you guys were engaged at that point.
Yep.
And then Junior, did he go back to the barracks or did he go live with someone else?
No, he didn't go back to the barracks.
I don't remember where he went.
I think he moved in with somebody else.
He moved in with that buddy lived around the corner.
Yeah, the one who always went over and drank and played poker with.
Yep. And then I moved back to Texas. Or I moved back to South Dakota.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
with that one crazy bitch. Different crazy bitch. Ah, that was a long time ago.
I told you had a knack for the crazy.
That was fucking right at 20 years ago. Oh, it's 2004. Yep. It was 2004 because I moved up here on Election Day, November 2nd or whatever, 04. Yep.
Yeah, the end of 2004, yeah. Because that was right. It was a couple months after I got back from deployment.
Yep.
Yeah, the burning chair was one of our last things we did
Yep.
in that house.
Yeah. That was so much fun. I'm trying to get my kids to understand how much fun something like that can be. You know what I mean? Like how much,
Oh yeah.
you know, you said 20 some years later, 21 years later, we're still telling stories about that
Right.
and laughing about it, having fun about it. That's one of the great things I
Throwing
think
fire-
about the, you know, we,
firecrackers at the neighborhood kids and
right. And there's stuff I won't tell on here because it's slightly inappropriate. Not everybody needs to hear it, but we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
oh yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
the statute of limitations is all over now, but
Ish. There's some stuff that's kind of like when we were shooting bottle rockets at
Yeah.
kids.
yeah.
I don't
Or the
condone
cop came
violence
flying
against
out of the
children.
bush.
Yeah. God, that cop was fucking hilarious.
Well, those kids were far enough away. They weren't in any danger.
No,
They just
not
thought they
really. I mean, it was those big bottle rockets we were shooting at them, but yeah, that's right, Phil. They'll know what it's like when they move out and get started off. Everyone goes through that phase a little bit. That's right. He
Right.
said he had a Lambo and a Porsche Carrera GT come through the shop today. That sounds fun. Yeah, I was looking at that a minute ago.
We had a bunch of bicycles ride by at work today.
Did you? Oh, it's
Stupid
Ragbri. Yeah, it's
Ragbri,
Ragbri.
yes.
I kind of want to do that. Not gonna lie,
I kind of want to sit off to the side with a pellet gun.
dude. You should ride a bicycle more.
Can I say that on air?
Yes.
I
say
used to
whatever you
ride
want.
bicycle.
I know you
I used
did.
to do it a lot.
You should more. It's good for you.
But this, no, my knee don't agree with that.
Dude,
But,
dude, that's one of the only things I can do with my knee.
See, that's what I was doing it for because that was one of the things I could. But towards the end, my knee was swelling up the size of a basketball,
Well,
and I decided, well, this ain't gonna work.
have you got the shots for
But
it?
they tried it one time. I wasn't a fan.
Hmm.
But yeah, they shut down like US 69 right through town is what they decided to use.
Yeah.
So it like cut Ankeny in half. It cut Des Moines in half. You had to get on the highway to get around town. So
Yeah.
everybody had to do that. It was you keep them out in the country. If it was out in the country, I wouldn't care.
You know, that's kind of where I'm at with it too. But I think okay,
I get it. I do. I get it. It's
I-
good for the businesses. It is.
it is, but kind of not. I mean, when you think about it, all it really does, I mean, it takes away your normal customers and you replace it with bicyclists.
Yeah, but there's 70,000 of them.
Yeah, but kind of. I mean, I don't know. I think they should kind of stick to like the smaller towns outside of the big city.
Oh, I think so.
Because you're in Ankeny, right?
Yeah.
So that's a for those of you who don't know, Ankeny is a pretty good sized suburb of Des Moines. It's what
Yeah.
40, 50,000 people. Ankeny,
Well, probably, yeah.
somewhere in there. It's pretty good size. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not.
all of Des Moines. Well, it's probably not even that big because all of Des Moines is like 250,
Yeah,
250,000.
but I bet
Well, the
it's at
little
least
big town.
30. I bet it's at least 30,000. Well, we're gonna Google it.
Probably.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, do that. Can you spell it?
No. Yes, I can. Actually, 70,287.
Really? I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought that much.
I was thinking more like 50. Yeah. 70,287. What's the whole Des
But
Moines?
it's grown a lot.
That's in 2021.
I bet it's even more than that now then.
Des Moines population is 212,031. That's just Des Moines proper. So you had in West Des Moines, Urbandale, Ankeny. I bet it's probably, I bet it's 300,000. Well, it has to be. If you add the 212 and the 700 from Ankeny, and 70 from Ankeny, you're looking at
Oh, yeah.
almost
Well, then you-
almost 290 right there. So probably 350
I
with
bet
West Des Moines.
It's probably, yeah, West Des Moines is insane right now. West
Yep.
Des Moines, Waukee, all that. It's like this whole area is blowing up. I'm seeing it do the same thing Fort Worth did when we first got there.
Yep. You know, I'm wondering if it's kind of one of those things. Well, Des Moines is kind of a growing city for a lot of reasons. There
It's
are
a great place. I love it here.
there's some good tech jobs and stuff coming in there and whatnot, but it's also one of those places close to a decent sized airport, and you're
Yep.
getting a lot of people because comparatively, the tax rates are lower, and the property values are considerably less than somewhere like California or
Or-
East Coast or whatever.
Well, yeah. Compared to there, absolutely.
So, but I'm saying it with since, and we're running this problem too out here. We are lucky enough. We're more remote from an airport, a decent airport. But I mean, because it's 6 hours drive to like Denver, to get to and Des Moines has quite a bit of service out of it. Basically, all of our service out of Rapid City goes to Denver or Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
But you have a decent sized airport there in Des Moines. So you can work remote, fly back to LA for a week to do some meetings or whatever and come back, or San Francisco or
we've got
whatever.
one of the biggest Facebook data centers here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
In the country, one of the biggest ones of those. Apple's building here right now.
Yeah.
They're building a data center. Microsoft's got 3 different data centers here now.
Yep. That's good though.
Got a ton of data centers. But Microsoft's so smart. They put swamp coolers in for their air conditioning in their servers.
They put swamp coolers
because that's what worked in California. So they use the same design here.
So they're spraying water on electronics?
No, the swamp coolers don't spray water into the building, but they add humidity, and it's like 90 degrees in their server rooms. It's pretty amazing.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about any of that.
90 degrees in servers don't get along.
Well, I feel like all that humidity with already being humid air.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, I wouldn't think so.
It doesn't work at all. No, it doesn't work.
It's like a horrible idea.
Yeah. Yeah, engineers miss that cue.
Well, their engineers aren't known for being the smartest.
That's why I have a job.
That's true. God damn it, I just closed that window and the uterus has popped back up. Oh, shit.
I can't wait for the Olympic commercials where you got those little uteruses like jumping around and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Just wait for the TikTok crowd to catch on to that one.
I can probably. Dude, I'm just not even. TikTok is so fun to me sometimes, but it's also so fucking ridiculous.
Oh, absolutely.
I try so hard to not even. We're talking earlier about algorithms, right?
Right.
And I try so hard not to even like stop it on my For You page when it's like some fucking thirst trap bitch trying to get me to sign up for her fucking deal. You know what I mean? Like, nah. Nope. I don't need to see you naked on a Jeep. Get the fuck out of here. Or whatever. And what all of this shit, dude, honestly, half the fucking shit on like Facebook anymore is like suggested for me. Hey, it's suggested for you. You should check out this naked. And I was showing my wife earlier one. It was like this, like, I don't know, looked like teenage girl wearing cat ears and like an anime fucking face mask.
Yeah.
Like in her underwear. And I was like, this is what Facebook thinks I need to look at. And she's like, well, do you think you need to look at it? I'm like, not really. She's like, well, don't stop on it and it won't fucking keep popping up. I'm like, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to show you this shit. Like, I don't know, so fucking, but half my Facebook will be like 5 posts from friends of mine. And then
you should pull up that message I sent you just before this from that divorce group.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, let's talk about that. Cause it kind of went around. I think people like,
because that's what brought up the algorithm talk.
Yeah. The Al Gore rhythm. That's Al Gore dancing.
He made the edit.
It was, so I'm an active duty service member and married a woman with a daughter who is now 19. She's not my biological daughter, but we've fallen in love. My question is, if I marry her, is it difficult to transfer TRICARE over to her as my wife? I'm worried because she may be pregnant. And that was in a couple different groups. I saw that shit. Yeah.
Too bad Jerry Springer's dead.
Phil said marine problems. You know what? That's no.
I don't know what group that was in.
It's been in several.
Look, that's absolutely something a Marine would do. But
it is. It's absolutely something Radar would do. That sounded like something fucking Radar would have done a couple years ago.
He did. I'm sure you did that.
No, I have not slept with any of my stepdaughters. Like that guy in Pendleton with that 14-year-old. Ooh.
Yeah, that guy's he's toast.
Right. This heat wave is from the smoke from the fires in Canada, not the cows farting. I think it's everything. I don't think cow farts are okay. Hold on, I gotta woosa a little bit on this one. The cow farts. Okay. So conservative estimates for the number of bison that were on the Great Plains before white men showed up in North America was like 8 to 10 billion with the B.
That was insane.
Bison.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone here's been around bison, but they are bigger, about half again as big as a domesticated cattle.
But they're a lot more friendly. You can go up and pet them.
Yep, absolutely. They're big, just big fluffy cows. They love it. They love
Yep.
big. Smoke is the hair burning off Radar's body. We don't want to talk about that. Anyway.
I've smelled that. Trust me, you don't want to talk about that.
It's bad. So in the country now, there's less cattle. There's less head of cattle in the United States now, currently, than there was bison at the estimated top of the bison's range. Bison are half again as big, so we have to assume that they let off at least as much, if not half again as much methane as the average cow, right? So if the cow farts now are all of a sudden a problem, why were they not a problem for the first, 100 million years that fucking bison roamed the earth? So that's the only caveat that I have to that whole argument that cow farts are bad. Cow farts are bad. I've never been around them. Cows smell like shit. But let's be honest, they're not as bad as buffaloes.
It's funny, they taste so amazing.
I know they do. They're so good. Company I used to work for is a bison farm. You pull up to the shop through their grazing fields. Yeah, fucking bison are cool, man. Bison really are cool. They're really cool to watch. They're just not fun to when you're like in like the wildlife loop at Custer State Park and they start fighting, and you're like on your motorcycle. That kind of sucks.
But it's awesome to watch a tourist walk up and try to pet them.
They'll toss your ass. Well, that's right. They fucking will toss your ass.
Don't. Never mind. Just go ahead.
Hey, you know what? I think we're good. I think people understand that bison are fucks. Oh shit. Oh, well. What else do we have to talk about tonight? I had something else I want to talk about. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Oh, we were talking about the algorithms. Algorithms,
yeah.
So when are they going to fix that to where not everything on my fucking shit on my feed is recommended for me?
And you got me, dude, because they're listening to you. They got to be listening to you.
Yes.
Because you'll be talking about blue leprechauns. The next thing you know, you're scrolling through Facebook and there's blue leprechauns for sale on your feed.
Okay. I just pulled on my Facebook. We're gonna go through this, right? Just pulled it up. I had to refresh this window on Facebook because we have a Facebook chat for the
After
radio.
this conversation?
Yeah. Okay. First one is a post. Buddy of mine I was in Iraq with, him and his family. It's like his anniversary. Okay. Next line, people you may know. People I don't really know. 6 mutual friends, 2 mutual friends. I don't really know you.
If I'm not friends with them right now, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm. A bike company that I actually follow. It's called Gorilla Gravity. They hand make their bikes in Colorado. So if you want a sweet mountain bike, go to Gorilla Gravity. They have some cool shit. Next one.
They come with engines?
They have e-bikes. So
Yeah,
kind
straight.
of. They have, and then the next one, Ladies of Steampunk.
Ladies of Steampunk.
Yep. Next one, it's like a Wicker fucking like Wicker World. It's fucking like a group that has like must be Wicker furniture or some shit. I fucking hate Facebook, dude.
And for everybody's info, there's a wax coating on those wicker chairs.
There are.
That fuses itself to concrete.
Mm-hmm. And then they have and then it's it's the Honda dealer in Rapid City. It's called Rice Honda.
I got a buddy here. He drives a Kawasaki. His last name is Rice.
Oh,
His
no.
last name is Rice. Well, he joined a biker club. He joined a biker club, and of course they give you the road name, right?
Yeah.
They named him Stir Fry.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he
Stir
drives a
Fry Rice.
Kawasaki too. So
Nice. You know what? I'd buy one. Maybe not a Honda or Kawasaki.
oh, absolutely.
But who was that dude that had that 600RR when we were in the Marine Corps? That bike was quick. He was from 112, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was Kasdorf.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
bike was fucking fast.
Yep.
But you know what? Like, I don't know. Honda makes a quality product. I wouldn't turn my nose. But I don't care for their styling. But I'd buy like.
He got rid of that. Honda got a Buell actually.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Yep.
But I was looking at like.
He died in a motorcycle accident 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, did he? Is he all right? Did he die or anything?
Yep. No. Maybe that's the point that he died. He's not all right. He's dead.
Oh, is he dead yet?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, that's no good.
He was a cool dude.
Yeah, he was all
a cool
right.
dude.
I liked him. Fine. You knew him better than I did, but I knew him enough.
He was one of those guys you couldn't be in a bad mood around him. It didn't matter how bad the situation was.
Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, but yeah. I was looking at those Indians today.
He'd smack me if I wasn't making fun that he was dead. So
that's true.
That was the kind of guy he was.
But no, I was looking at those Indians today. There's a big Indian dealer in Sturgis. Man,
I'm nervous about getting an Indian. They just keep going out of business so much.
They're owned by Polaris now.
They're
owned by Polaris. They're not going to go out. Heath wants a 79 Kawasaki Z1000. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Well, I don't know. I went by. Okay, so they fucking tricked me. They had a Street Glide there, but it was like that chrome yellow from like 2013, 14. That color, you know what I'm talking about? That really pretty yellow pearl. And you know me and pearl bikes are like that pearl color. And I'm like, fuck, that's gorgeous. And I went up there and it already sold. And he's like, but I got these guys over here. And a bunch of fucking Indian chiefs or chieftains or whatever the fuck they are. And they're cool bikes,
like
man.
The older Indians, the new ones I don't like.
These ones were in their used pile. Back to the pile. But in their used little barn thing. But it looked all right. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to ever be popping up on an Indian. You know what? We were talking about this the other day about upgrading our bikes after your tire fiasco.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back a second. And this may get a little too dicey, but where you live, riding an Indian may not be a good idea.
That's true.
I'm just going to say that. We'll leave it there.
Well, you know what, though? things have calmed down here quite a bit with that. It's not like back in the 90s when if you come up to Sturgis on anything other than a Harley, it got like burned down.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. We need to not talk about that on the radio. Anyway, talking about Indians, the motorcycles. Yeah, I don't know. But
Sturgis. Well, yeah, Sturgis. I saw a bunch of Hondas and all sorts of stuff last time I was up there. They don't care anymore.
No, but back in the day, if you come up on anything other than a Harley, they'd fucking light it on fire on Main Street for fun.
Yep.
And they have
last group that almost got caught on fire was Anifo when they decided to show up to Sturgis.
Yeah, that was a bad idea for them.
That was pretty funny.
Saw a guy, he was talking shit on fucking TikTok. Because this is what internet is now, is just people talking shit to other people. Which I kind of enjoy. Watching the dumpster fires of like Twitter and all that. But this guy was like talking shit, I don't know, about something. And these guys were like, come out to Sturgis, we got something we'll show you. I'm like, don't invite people out here. I think a horrible idea. So, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, dude. My bike's fucking paid off. Like,
see, that's mine. I thought about upgrading, but it's paid off.
Yeah.
I really like that. And I don't have a payment on my motorcycle.
Yeah. I kind of don't want to. I'm not going like Dave Ramsey crazy about getting rid of payments. I'm not trying to be like that. You know what I mean? But I am trying to like slim down the herd a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I feel like for a while there we had, and part of it was a necessity, and part of it was I want a motorcycle. But yeah, just kind of starting to get some savings built back up and all that shit. And we had some things go on here where we kind of got our savings dwindled down a little bit. I want to get everything built back up and not have all them fucking piddly payments. Like my fucking Harley
happens, man. Everybody goes through it.
Well, but it's kind of like one of those things. Like I just feel like our payment for our Subaru is like $500, right? Bought a brand new, got a decent payment on. I mean, granted, okay, some people are getting like $1,000 fuck car payments nowadays. I ain't trying to be all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you guys, if you want $1,000 fucking payment on your Ram 1500 fucking pickup, go ahead. I ain't doing that shit. Right?
Nope.
$500 about top of line for an old radar payment. But like on my motorcycle, my payment's only like fucking $130 a month, but it just feels like it's piddly. It's like a piddly fucking payment. Right? So when I finally get that shit out of the way, I don't want to fucking just get another fucking $150 a month payment. It's not like I can't manage it. We do fine. I would do plenty fine. It's just, it feels more like an annoyance.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah. If I would just save $2,000, $1,000 a month for a couple of months, I can buy a new fucking motorcycle, pay cash for it. Because I want to hold on too. When I say new motorcycle, I ain't trying to say brand new. You'll probably never. I just want to clarify for everyone else. You'll probably never gonna see Radar's fat ass on a brand new Harley Davidson. First off,
I have
seen me on a brand new Harley Davidson.
Yep, I have. Because I bought a brand new Harley Davidson. You rode it home for me.
That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Well, and that Dyna I had was damn near brand new. That was a holdover from the year before. I bought that in 11. It was a 10. I bought in 11. And it had like fucking 83 miles on it or some shit when I bought it.
Yeah.
But that bike, they had a hell of a discount on it. I got like,
that purple one, wasn't
yeah,
it?
that purple one. That was a gorgeous motorcycle.
Man, that was really pretty bike.
If I could find another one else, I'd buy it. I should never got rid of that bike. I should have kept it.
I had people when I was riding it out there that one year for Sturgis.
Yep.
Well, the year I was up there for the work because I didn't have my bike.
Yep.
And I was getting people offering me money for it, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good."
That was tough. Every time I'd never, of all the bikes I have owned, well, that Sportster I had that I fucking had all chopped up, that was pretty custom to me. That one I never saw another one like. But
yeah,
but that Dyna, I didn't have. I put saddlebags on it and a windshield. That was basically about it. And you guys you and Mark put grips on it for me. Because you were like, well, this is my rental fee. You bought some grips and levers for it. My birthday present. That's right.
Yep.
But yeah, Phil, right. 100% VA rating could help with those payments. You're fucking right. They could. You're goddamn right. They could. Now, anyway, but that bike was it was gorgeous. It was like a flat purple pearl. That was so pretty.
And it rode amazing too.
It did. That bike was fucking fast. It had 96 and a 6-speed and a Dyna. Holy shit, that thing was fast.
Yep.
Now, I never saw another one like it. And you know what? Every time there was something going on, or there's like a big poker run or something, somebody would offer to buy it.
Yep. I believe it because I got offered several times when I was on that bike.
It was
and
like
some of those
purple and
offers were
black.
hard to turn down. And
Yeah.
It wasn't even my bike. And it was
I
hard to
wouldn't
turn
even
down.
probably, you know what? Honestly, I finally did it. I got rid of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's for you to do, not for me to do. Hey, Jay,
I
by
probably
the
wouldn't even
way,
have got mad because honestly, if you would have came in and be like, you know what, I know you paid like $12,000 for this bike. I just sold it for 16. Be like, well, whatever. I'll buy a
I
new
had
one.
one guy offer me 19 for it.
Fuck, I just sold it for 19. Double my fucking money you're on it. Yeah, I'd have fucking sold it for 19.
But
Fuck
I
yeah, I
was-
would have.
Where was I? I was out riding somewhere with it. I guarantee I was over an hour from the house. I was
Wow.
out with Mark.
Just rode bitch back with Mark.
Wouldn't be the first time the cops ask us who's riding.
Right. But you know what? So if I found another bike just like that one, but I don't think I'd get rid of my bike, my Road King. I really like my Road King. I might trade
See,
it
I've
for.
got my Ultra Classic now, and I love that thing.
Yeah.
But I've really thought about getting another Sporty, to be honest with you.
They're fun, dude. And they're cheap.
Yeah. They're cheap. They're fun. They're fast enough.
This has been.
I can't lean that Ultra Classic over like I can a Sporty.
No, that fucking Sportster, you can drag your knee if you want. Now, what I
did
will
several
say,
times.
since you bought that one in 03, until now, you can still buy a Sportster for $5,000.
Yep.
And I love that about them.
Yep.
Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just find like a old 1200 Sport because like that mom had that 1200 Sportster Sport. That bike was quick too. Had the dual plug heads on it and stuff. And they had that kind of cool powder coat on it. That'd be the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many bikes do I need? I only got one butt.
Well, I mean, there's 7 days a week.
There is. So that's 7 bikes. Which, yeah.
Keep people guessing.
I already got a money pit in the driveway trying to put I got a 63 F100 in the driveway fucking sucking money out of my account right now. I don't
can
need
only
it.
imagine you showing back at the house with bike number 7, your wife going, what?
Radar just told me on a sports that Dragon comment. Dude, I'm serious. You can fucking, if you want, you can lean a Sportster, especially if you get those mid pegs on it.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep.
Now, what you can't do with a Sportster, I did it one time and I'll never fucking do it again, is ride it like 500-600 miles in a day, 400 miles in a day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I rode that
hurts.
Sporty of mine to Sioux Falls from here, which is like right at 400 miles, and I about fucking died. But you can ride all day long in the hills and drag your knee and fucking twist some throttles and have a good time with it. They're fucking fun bikes, dude. Sporties are fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. My mama would fucking
I've really
flip.
thought about it.
Mama would flip.
I really want to get a 1200R. I don't know why.
Well, they got the nuts. They do have the nuts.
Yeah.
Phil said he's thinking about trading his 13636 for a new way. I don't know what that means. I feel like 636 is a Japanese bike of some kind.
Yeah, my bike takes American gas, not rice.
Oh, you know what though? Like genuinely, like those bikes are fucking. I feel like I rode one of those.
Here's the thing: if I wanted a bike that was fast and super comfortable, I'd get a BMW.
Yep.
If money wasn't an option.
Yep. I was just
Those
gonna
bikes
say.
Those things are ridiculously comfortable.
Yep. I was just gonna say BMW or the Triumphs. Those Triumph Rockets. Those Rocket 3s are like an 1800 cc 3-cylinder, and those things fucking haul. I remember when those first came out, we did demo rides in Sturgis, and those are fast, man. Holy shit, they're fat. They just fucking like that. You're at 100 mile an hour. They're quick.
Yep.
H3 is a supercharged sports bike. Man, I don't know. I don't want to try to die, dude.
See, and that's why I got an Ultra Classic.
That's
why I got.
Well, because here's the thing, though, too. Like we were just talking about. Like, okay, you can drag knees on a Sportster, or like fucking H3 is talking about, right? You can take those fucking corners way faster and way more fun on that sport bike than you'll ever do on that Ultra Classic. But the type of riding that I do, like I want to ride to work. I want to ride the 45 minutes to work, and I want to get there and have my lunchbox and have my computer and have all my shit and be comfortable. And I can just go sit in my office and then fucking get on it and ride home. Or like you coming out to see me, you can hop on your bike, ride the 10-hour trip.
I got cruise control.
Yep.
Yeah, I got actual cruise control. I got a cup holder. I got a radio.
Yep. Because what's it like? Is it like 600 miles from your house to mine? About?
I don't remember how much it was. It was 11 hours of riding. It took me it was 10 hours of riding. It took me 11 hours with stops.
Yeah.
But I will say, even on that Ultra Classic, my butt was hurting pretty bad by the time I got there.
Right. But I'm saying you made that in a day. It's
I did it straight through.
So from Ankeny to Sturgis is 650 miles.
Yeah.
So, and you can do that in a day. There's no way you could do that on a sport bike. Any of them.
Oh, no, absolutely.
As fun as they are, you're never going to do that.
Nope.
So, I mean, like, there's something, but they're designed to do different things.
Exactly.
So, but man, they're fun, dude. They are fucking fun as shit. Well, and that's kind of part of the thing. That's the duality with me. Is I already live at the party. I already live at the ride. So I don't need a bike to ride to Des Moines. You got to ride from Des Moines to here.
Right.
So those dual purpose bikes, but dual purpose bikes are like, they're just like big dirt bikes. The DP bikes are. The Dakars and all that shit. I'm telling you, dude, those fucking Beamers are nice. They're smooth. You can tell how smooth they're just by listening to them run.
Super. Yep.
And I remember
if you've ever sat on one, I'll tell you what, those things it's like sitting on heaven, man. They're comfortable.
Right. It's like, we had a guy, he's dead now. He was a World War II vet. He was a bomber pilot. And back, this is 15 years ago or so, 10, 15 years ago, I was living out here. It's when I had that Dyna, that purple Dyna, and I was working in Deadwood. And every Monday we had off. And we had a bunch of guys from the VFW, we all go riding together. We'd meet up Monday mornings, and we all go grab breakfast and then go for a ride. And we had this dude, he was part of the Jack Pine Gypsies, the guys who actually do the rally and shit. And he was a World War II vet, he's a bomber pilot. And he had like a 70s something, late 70s Beamer with the big jugs pointed out, and the big fucking cast aluminum case, and then fucking tires that are about 2 inches wide, And I tell you, that dyno with that 6-speed and that 96-inch motor was quick. And that old dude on that Beamer, that 1200cc Beamer, would outrun me all day long. 2 things, though. One, he didn't give a shit. That dude, he was on a fucking 2-inch wide tire and having that bitch over at like 70 fucking degrees going through these canyons up here in the hills. And he would just fucking gone, man. Sparks coming off his fins and shit. Dude.
I scraped your pegs on your bike a couple times through those hills.
Dude, I still have them old logging boots I used to ride when I rode that bike. And my fucking heels are only like that wide. It's like narrowed off from dragging and fucking. Oh, that bike was so fun.
And Mark goes, "You don't ride like a Flatlander, man."
Like, no, I taught him how. He learned from me. But Mark did the same thing though when he came out here. I remember, like, first time he came out here, he had a Warrior. He had a Yamaha Warrior. And that bike was quick too. That bike was super fast. But it had that big fucking, had like a 250 something rear tire on it. That was a big rear tire, and he couldn't get leaned over on it.
Nope.
And he was from like Yankton, South Dakota, so he wasn't used to riding the corners anyway. But
no, it's flat and straight there. Flat and straight.
Yep. Which is fine. But, and that's the problem we have out here, though. People come out. You have guys coming from Illinois or Missouri or wherever.
Yep.
And about the only...
I wouldn't ride like that. I wouldn't ride like that during the rally.
No. There's people who try.
No, absolutely not.
Here's the 2 problems we have. We have people from like Colorado. And I love Colorado. I'm not trying to talk shit about Colorado. People who ride motorcycles in Colorado. Because I've driven the canyons there. And they are no shit. The canyons in Colorado are no bullshit.
Yeah.
But you cannot ride like that here when there's 100,000 people on the road with you.
You come around a corner and Grandpa's sitting on a trike he just rented doing 30 miles an hour. And you're sitting there doing 60 in a turn. What are you going to do?
Yep. And the scariest fucking thing you'll see out here when you're walking around Sturgis is someone in brand new leathers with a fucking Ultra Classic with paper plates on it. They still have the fucking stickers on their helmet. That's the scariest fucking thing you'll run into out here. Because they come here from, and if you own a motorcycle and you come to Sturgis, more power to you. I love you for it. But if you don't know how to ride, this is not the place and the time to learn how to ride a motorcycle during the motorcycle rally.
No.
Don't do it.
Oh, my word. It was so scary sometimes.
Yep.
Because, you come around in the corner, there's people going slow.
Uh-huh.
And there's nothing you can do. There's traffic coming at you.
Yep.
Or you got a cliff.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, it's almost dangerous if you know what you're doing and more dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So it's best to be like me. Yeah. I kind of know what I'm doing, so I'm fine. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I ride to work because it's almost impossible to get around during the rally, especially in Sturgis, unless you're on a motorcycle.
If you're not a bike. Yeah, because they close the streets off to nothing but bikes.
Yep. A lot of the streets. They don't close all of them down. I could still get to my job, but there's no way I'd be able to you can't make a left-hand turn during the motorcycle rally. You just can't. Unless you go to like a stoplight. So, and if you're in a car or a truck, you're taking up the space of 6 motorcycles. People don't let you fucking through. You'll sit there for an hour. Nobody is nice during the motorcycle rally.
See, I've got an air horn. I got a train horn on my truck.
Yeah, you know what else I got on my truck? A fucking... Oh, it's in the console. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, let me guess, it's the mascot from the France Olympics?
Yeah, should be. No, but the only vehicle that I ever got around good in was that big fucking Power Stroke of mine that blew black smoke out of the tailpipe at everybody.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun.
Because
smoke in your face.
Smoke in your face. People get out of your way when you're blowing fucking diesel smoke right in their face. But yeah, no. But so
Good.
for me getting to and from work, I can hop on the bike and get to work and back, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's fucking tough. It's tough getting around without a motorcycle during the rally. People with
Just get a
stickers
moped.
still in their gas tanks. Fuck yeah, dude. Walk down Main Street.
Yep.
Yep. We should do that and have like a bingo card of
Oh, my
like
word.
shit. Like, yeah, stickers on your gas tanks or fucking stickers on a helmet.
Paper plates.
Yep. Paper plates, shiny leathers. Let's see what else.
I
No
will say
rain.
my chaps are pretty shiny because I never use them. I keep them in the bike, but I never use them.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you don't wear them, no one will see them. New rain
But
gear,
my vest is pretty worn down.
brand new rain gear, or no rain gear. If you
Yeah.
ride any considerable amount, you have rain gear of some kind.
Yep. I've got frog togs on the bike.
Yep. I've got the Harley Davidson, like the nylon coat. But yeah, but people without, you'll fucking see them sitting under a fucking underpass, like underneath the garbage bag, or trying to ride with a fucking garbage bag on. So,
Yep. And that's always funny too,
yep.
because the wind always catches it and it looks like a big black parachute.
It's fucking great. Oh shit. Well, it's
I'd rather
seven.
just be wet.
It's 7:40 my time, 8:40 yours. I told you I'd keep you about an hour and a half. I know you got wife coming home and all that who doesn't know what you're doing. So, but
She wouldn't care about this, but I got kids downstairs too that I don't know what they're doing.
right. Fuck them. They'll be all right. They're good enough. Okay. So,
I mean, the house hasn't burned down yet.
right. I want to give you one more chance to plug the Patriot Guard Riders. Do you guys have like a website they can go to? People can go to?
Yeah, so you can go to patriotguard.org. If you're in Iowa, we got iowapatriotguard.org or iowapgr.org. A lot of the states have their own sites. Look them up on Facebook. A lot of the states have Facebook pages, but that's where you'll find the most up-to-date schedules. Biggest thing is just show up. Be willing to show honor and respect. There's no membership requirements, nothing like that. Just show up, find a ride captain, tell them you're new, let them know you're new. They'll tell you exactly what you need to do, how to do it, and they'll probably shake your hand and thank you for being there.
Right.
But yeah, just Google your state's Patriot Guard, and you'll be able to find that info. If you got any questions, you can look me up on Facebook. I'm Rich Shipley. You send me a message. I'll help you get in contact with them.
Right. In the chats, I shared the website patriotguard.org, and the first thing that shows up on their deal is if you want to be a member, click here. If you want membership information, click here. So,
And so the membership, it's kind of, it's not really membership as you think of like motorcycle clubs. That's just so you can get on the email chain.
Yep.
So you can hear about the missions. They'll send out the missions if the state's sending them to national.
Yep.
So like Iowa, we don't send a lot of ours to national.
Right, but they will get
gotta
you.
sign up on
But if
ours.
you sign up on national, they will say, "Hey, talk to
They'll get you in contact. Yep.
talk to Dick in Iowa," and they'll get you set up.
Yep.
So,
You can also find the state captains on that website and just send them an email.
Yep.
All the state captains are more than willing to talk.
right. And another thing that's on that website too is request the PGR. So if you have a funeral or
Yep.
something like that, you click that button, and they will get a hold of the state representative.
So one thing I will say about requesting, because we have to deal with this all the time. If it's your friend, please don't request for them. We do require family invite.
Okay.
Because we've actually run into a friend's invited us. We show up and the family does not want us there for whatever reason, because
Okay.
they were a Jehovah's Witness or something like that, something crazy.
Right.
So yeah, but it does have to be a family member that actually gives that invite or the funeral director.
Okay.
So, but yeah, absolutely. If one of your family members is a veteran, um, I know in Iowa, every state's a little different on law enforcement just because of manpower.
Mhm.
But in Iowa, if they're active law enforcement or firefighter or first responder, we'll go to that as well.
Oh, cool.
So
Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for hanging
man, it's
out.
fun time.
And I do appreciate you hanging out, being in the chats, and supporting the work that we do and everything. So, I do really appreciate you being here, man. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to cut off, man, go take care of your kids, and I will.
Yeah, I'm not as good as your normal co-host. I'm not doing the whole plug for the whole show thing.
You're not gonna do that. I'll do that.
So
I'll let you go,
That's
and
good.
I can do that while you're gone. So,
all right, man. You have a good one.
all right, thanks, buddy. You too.
Later.
Later. All right. So I'm all alone. I'm all alone. Oh, let me transition this. Hey, there's me all by myself. So, Rudy, you said, how do I shut you assholes off? Just don't click on fucking listen. Wait, if you clicked on the fucking listen to it, just fucking unclick off of it. If you don't want to listen to us, I appreciate you being here. If you want to listen to hang out, but if we're being assholes, then just shut the fuck off. Take responsibility for your own actions. Anyway, so that was Dick. His name is Richard Sipley. He is my old Marine Corps buddy, and I appreciate him coming on for a little bit, hanging the fuck out. And go check out the Patriot Guard if that's something that interests you. Absolutely. I know we've had some questions on stuff like that in the past. Another thing I really want to encourage everyone to do. I was talking to another friend of mine last night. He is big into the VFW, and the VFW and the Legion, all those groups, Disabled Veterans of America, everyone, they do a lot to try to enact change as positive for veterans. So if you have some time and energy and a little bit of money, and actually sometimes doesn't even need the money, go try to be active with groups like the VFW or the Legion or something like that. It does help. You know, they are all fighting for benefits for us as veterans as a whole. Whether you are a combat veteran with rights to the VFW doesn't just fight for veterans who have fought in foreign wars. They fight for the rights for all veterans. Same with the Legion and DVA, Marine Corps League. There's all different kinds of organizations that are in Washington lobbying for change, both with the VA, with their disability rating system. They're lobbying for change. I know there's a bill trying to get through right now where you can get your retirement and VA disability concurrently instead of having it taken out. Things like that. There are groups like that are trying to fight for veterans' rights. So if you are up there, you can, give them a hand. I know, places like the VFW, we're kind of, we think of, I think of people my dad's age going to the VFW. And that's not true anymore. We're now the dads. And, we have these global war on terrorism veterans who are aging out, or our World War II guys are all but gone, and the Vietnam guys are starting to get sick. And if we want to ensure our rights as veterans, we need to become more active as veterans. And so on that, I want to encourage everybody out there listening, if you can or are able and really want to do good change for people. I think we talk about that quite a bit, trying to help each other out as veterans. That's one way, one easy way as a veteran you can help to enact some change. So anyway, I do want to thank Dick for being here tonight. He had a skedaddle. I kept him a little bit longer than what I was planning, but I really do appreciate him showing up. So tonight you have been listening to me, Radar, and him, Dick, on the Smoke Pit. We're here every Wednesday. Next week we have a guest, August 2nd, and let me see if I can pull up that information. I don't know if I'm going to be here. I have a doctor's appointment, but we are going to have a guest. I'm trying to pull up the info. I had it up and I turned it off, and I'm so sorry. I'm done. I'm not good at this job. We are going to have Denny here from Rally in the River, Resilient Rooster. It is a co-sponsored event going on in Texas. We're going to float some river stuff, get drunk, and hang out with veterans. It's a great time. Spanky and TZ have been raving about this event, and so they're really excited to come on and share that information with you. That's going to be next week here on the Smoke Pit. Thursday nights we have Sergeant's Time with with Ice. He is back, bigger and better than ever. Sergeant Simon talks about all things Army, National Guard, reserves, retirees. I think there's some Bergdahl news he might have some words about. Joe's running to fucking Korea for reasons. Whatever. He's got some Army news he's going to bring out, and really want you guys to be there. Friday Night Freedom this week, I believe they're off. They're off every other Friday. But check them out. The Good Show with Kaz and Pookie. It's fucking awesome. They're good guys. Talk about some fun shit. So Saturday night we're off. Dawn's a day of no scheduled activities. We don't do shit on Saturday. We hang out with our families because our families are cool. Sunday is the sports bar with the actual King Smith and Coach. They'll be talking about it's probably baseball time. It's almost football time. We need to get on them about doing fantasy football league too. So don't fucking forget about that. Monday, the aptly named Monday edition is an edition that happens every Monday with Ice. He will be talking about current events and all kinds of fun stuff. It's one of our flagship programs. It's a great show, but the Monday edition is a great time. I encourage you to be there. Now, Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior. He's been kind of avoiding the strike, as he should. And so I don't know if his guest schedule is kind of bonky or not, because there's some rules about the artist promotions and stuff like that. So he may or may not actually have anyone on. So, but he will be here. Nothing else. He'll be playing some games with people, having some giveaways, having fun. CQ and Pop Culture Warriors every Tuesday, and him and his harem of co-hosts will be here every Tuesday for your listening enjoyment. After Tuesday is back to us at the Smoke Pit every Wednesday, right here at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. So please join us. Please give a look into the Patriot Guard if you're interested in doing something like that, or getting with the VFW if you're interested in something like that. If you have any issues, please seek whatever help you need. And I do appreciate everyone being here, hanging out tonight. It has been a wonderful show, and I appreciate so much the people that come and listen every week and hang out, and I cannot thank you enough. So on that note, I'm going to be out. Thanks so much. Shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Love on me like water. Got an ocean full of love that's made for two. We can sail up on the ocean breeze, and sunshine feels like you loving me. We got a good thing going on, you know that's true. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Boy, your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Boy, your love on me like wine. Well, I like waking up lying next to you when the sun's so hot and the sky's so blue. There ain't a single thing I'd rather do than spend all my time making love to you. Ain't got a plan, just a way to live in a big bag of love that we love to give out to the world through song and show. If you're getting on the bus, let's go, go, go. I'm feeling fine, fine, fine. Boy, your love on me like wine. Come on, mama, fill me up. Let me take a sip from your loving cup. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Boy, your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, 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 fine. Boy, your love on me like wine. Feeling fine, fine,
Falls, thank you so much.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.